Hello, I'm Nate Adkins. This is a live set, and this is not a country song. Every autumn my eyes itch, my throat aches, and I always wish that falling leaves didn't bring allergies. Yeah, still I sneak that little smirk when I hear crunching as I lurk down hiking trails that slice between valleys. Swimming in my sweatshirt will protect me from this chill. I flick my wrist and watch my disco gliding down a hill. Along the trees I didn't see exactly where it lies, but my life's like this game, a disc I won't win, but I'll try. Boom, 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 boom. Closing car doors is always loud. Each time I drive I hear new sounds, yet still it starts with rusty parts within. The inside smells like library. The seats are soaked with dry coffee. That old gold thing embodies where I've been. From 9 to 5s to Tennessee, I've traveled near and far. I've learned to love, I've suffered loss, I've lived life in that car. 250,000 miles and she still starts every time. If my Volvo can hold its own, then maybe so can I. Boom, 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 boom. Texting friends with fake IDs for Friday night festivities. A fifth of Jack to 30 racks of beer. My fingers twitch while I pump gas, my face frozen, but that won't last. A cozy night at Chad Brown's house is near. I pull up to the party, not a parking spot in sight. Saturn station wagon sits beneath a black street light. Punk rock rings along the street, now I don't feel alone. Cause despite the fact that I'm depressed, I'll always have a home. Boom, 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 boom. The city's great for basement shows, art galleries, and dark roast Joe, though this lifestyle moves a bit too quick. I'd rather watch my evening end smoking cigarettes besides my friends. Why even live without companionship? I'm sure this busy life is nice when you have someone else, but loneliness is your true love when you don't love yourself. Despite how many friends I've made, I continue to feel down, cause no one quite compares to the ones back in your hometown. I'm sure this busy life is nice when you have someone else, but loneliness is your true love when you don't love yourself. Despite how many friends I've made, I continue to feel down, cause no one quite compares to the ones back in your hometown. No one quite compares to the ones back in your hometown. Alright. That song is not a country song, even though it is, because first verse is about, the nature. Second verse is about my car. Third verse is about, partying with friends. Fourth verse is about how the city's nice, but there's nothing like the countryside. And I feel like that pretty accurately resembles 80-90% of the stuff that comes out of Nashville these days. This next one is a cover from an artist who has inspired me since I was very little. I grew up listening to him on fishing trips and, on long car rides with my dad. This is Sam Stone by John Prine. Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas. And the time that he served had shattered all his nerves and left a little shrapnel in his knee. But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew around his brain, and it gave him all the confidence he lacked. With a purple heart and a monkey on his back. Well, there's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. And little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He went to work when he spent his last dime. And Sammy went to stealing when he got that empty feeling for $100 habit without overtime. And the gold rolled through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains, and it eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while his kids ran around wearing other people's clothes. Well, there's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon. He was climbing walls while sitting in a chair. When he played his last request, the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hovering in the air. Because life had lost its fun, and there was nothing to be done but trade his house that he bought on the GI Bill for a flag-draped casket on a local hero's hill. 'Cause there's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears. Don't stop to count the years, and sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. All right. And then this last one is an original that I wrote last year. It is written at the very early stage of a relationship with somebody whom I now love very, 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 very much, a year into it. So it's, I think for people that are having a weird part in a relationship, they can find some optimism from it. This is called Chemistry. Peace up, rain days, full guns, visiting Fish Town. Saturday nights are a delight whenever she's around. She fills her backpack with 6 packs when we get on the train. We raise our paper bags to getting drunk in the subway. I do not see a direction, is what I said, other than waiting out these winter nights inside our beds. Waking up with her inside my arms, covered in sweat, and making out until she leaves for work at 1 p.m. Oh, unfortunately, I do not feel much chemistry. I only see a spark when she lights cigarettes for me. Oh God, I ache and I anguish. My intentions were pure. It's such a shame. Am I to blame for never loving her? Oh. Anticipating only physical relations, though time has taken toll, relationships, old complications. This frustration, I have grown attached to her. Yet still I fear that nothing real inhabits our future. I make her laugh and that excites a sense of purpose, and vice versa, but when I leave, will the withdrawal be worth it? I care for her, my concern constitutes consent. Yes, still I'm lacking lust, and that fills me with self-contempt. Oh. Unfortunately, I do not feel much chemistry. I only see a spark when she lights cigarettes for me. Oh God, I ache and I anguish. My intentions were pure. It's such a shame. Am I to blame for never loving her? Oh. Unfortunately, I do not feel much chemistry. I only see a spark when she lights cigarettes for me. Oh God, I ache and I anguish. My intentions were pure. It's such a shame. Am I to blame for never loving her? Oh. Well, thank you. That's the third one. That is Chemistry. That is one of my favorite songs, and I don't know. That song means a lot to me.